to be a pastor in this moment has been to be someone willing to risk everything for the sake of the other. In the same way that you prepare for a fire, you prepare for this moment. You don't know when the fire might happen, but you're ready. That kind of preparation was one that as a community we knew we had to start early. Most of our folks may not be the ones out on the corner observing and watching for ICE agents, but they show up in other ways, whether that's packing food for other members of the congregation or checking in and making sure that people have their basic needs met. So we're taking someone to a doctor's appointment. Typically, people would be able to go on their own, but in this particular building, it's across the street from a hospital, and there have been ongoing reports of certain hospitals having agents present. I don't know that folks necessarily, if you're not in it, comprehend the layers that getting someone to just a doctor's appointment for a basic routine checkup have these days.
Si Pastor Hierald no estuviera en la iglesia, creo que esto sería caótico, porque está cuidando a cada familia, está acompañando en sus citas, en sus preocupaciones, en sus temores, y él dice, vamos a hacer esto, y lo hacemos. Nos cuida de que no alimentemos el miedo también, y de que estemos, de que decimos que somos valientes y tenemos que seguir siendo valientes.
I think that recently what's happened, and we saw this here in Minnesota, we had a lot of folks that were entering, particularly from Venezuela and Ecuador, who were going through a process where they would self-report as they entered the country without documents, and then begin the process for asylum. What we've seen lately is that it doesn't matter if you are a person that is going through the process of seeking asylum or doing the paperwork or doing the check-in or doing all the right pieces. You can still be detained and the government will still attempt to deport you. I often hear, I was doing everything right. I did everything that they told me to. And you can see that that's the moment where they realize that it doesn't matter. There's still people that are in disbelief that they have to live their lives with such fear and trepidation because they're sorting out in their own lives the reality that the American dream was never a dream that was for them. Jesus was very clear about how to move in a society that oppressed the most vulnerable and was very clear in the position that we would need to take in a moment where the moral compass of those in power was not in line with the care for the least of these. Well, I would say that I've not gotten involved with politics. I'm not doing this because it's my political conviction. I'm doing this because it's my faithful conviction as a follower of Christ. I've told folks we would be responding to our neighbors' needs, whether or not there's an active ICE presence in our neighborhood, because that's what we do as people of God. Not because it's the political thing to do, but it's because we're church and we're followers of Christ.